not giving you any leading questions, but inspiration. Why did you create the works? Why are they here? What's the meaning behind them? And before you do that, I must talk a little bit about what has come to be known as the egg. When we were installing this show, a lot of the staff was walking by and they referred to it as the egg. But then they came back after we finished the show and they really spent some time in it and read the label, which I'm not going to tell you the title, I'm going to let her do that. Found out it was more than just an egg. We've had young people in the gallery who typically wanted to touch and jump and do all of that, so we had to put the extensions around it to keep it safe. Akemi, why don't you tell us about the egg?
Yes. This egg's title is "Your sunny side should be up chair." Japanese, fried egg is named. The direct translation is fried eyeball. That sounds so nice, but when I learned in English, the fried egg is called sunny side up. It just changed my perception of simple fried egg. It became so sacred. And because in Japan, sun is considered origin of Japanese, and sun god, starting as a sun god. So I started to see this simple fried egg became so important. So I just needed to make it like where people can gather, sit in the middle and meditate, lay down. Technically it was meant to be really physically lay down and then sit on.
Maybe you don't want to say that in front of this audience. Because it really has been inviting.
Right. Yeah, well, I would really love to have some holidays to sit and then
No.
without shoes.
Sunny side up, which kind of brings you to Plurality, the title of this show. Many of the works in here from the naked eye seem to be either something we can refer to, such as an egg or a sunny side up egg. But in Akemi's work, she wants you to look deeper. And having said that, let's move over to the box. Come on in. This is our miniature gallery tour. Akemi?
Yes.
Why don't you talk a little bit about your bottles?
This baby bottle series is, when the Gulf War, no, not the Gulf War, but when the Middle East War started, I couldn't really think about all the children's, and not just our children, but any children, and didn't really know what's going on, but yet you are this side or the other side, and I just felt so I don't know, so sad, and I wanted to make some piece that puzzling the situation, yet very universal, the issue that any mother will think. So I made the piece very direct, solid image of tank and gun, but you can only see the whole picture when all the grouping is put together and look in a certain way. But it's a very detail-oriented piece, but because I had to focus and then think about and really serious issues.
Yeah.
So that's how I made the piece.
Well, I must say, when I first saw the piece, I didn't see the bottle. And I guess it's because I'm used to looking at the black and looking at the war, the equipment that are used in war. And then it was finally brought to my attention, the bottle. And like most of us, well, I'm a parent, so I began to equate the birth of the baby in the bottle and the nutrition that comes out of this bottle and the effects that the war have on the next generation or those children who are living in those areas or our children who are gone off into war, which again is one of those examples in Akemi's work that at face value you can look at or interpret it one way or you can look at it in more than one way. And this happens to be the effect of the war that have on babies and adults alike. Now, Akemi, let's choose one other piece. I know you're standing. At least you're moving, right? You all right?
Exactly.
Okay. Let's talk about one other. Follow us.
I don't know why.
Instead of her answering your questions now, we're going to go back into the reception and then you get a chance to really ask her questions. We have two words here, Akemi, and one behind you.
Yeah.
You get to select which one you want to talk about.
That's hard.
You want to do all three?
How?
I know
This is actually, I would like to, the poster upstairs about the strawberry piece. Why did you talk about that one?
This?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
she's been persuaded. Come on.
Yeah, this strawberry piece is, it's called strawberry daruma, the ichigo daruma. Ichigo is Japanese, means strawberry. But ichigo means number one also in Japanese too. So when I got a new kiln in my studio, I just wanted to make a very specific piece to celebrate the first piece for myself. So I thought, well, number one piece should be number one ichigo. But ichigo is same as strawberry, so I made that strawberry daruma. Daruma is a Japanese monk. There's a myth of a monk called Daruma. Now, I used a lot of Daruma figurines image for people who don't know about the story of Daruma. I will just quickly tell you that story. The monk named Daruma went to the mountain to meditate and try to achieve the enlightenment. And he didn't come down from the mountain until he reached the enlightenment. So when he stayed there and sitting and meditating for so long, when he came down from the mountain, he lost his legs and hands. So all the figure doesn't have hands and legs, just sitting, like. But the people who noticed how Daruma is so more dedicated and then motivated, that story became like great lesson for ordinary people to follow how you have to work like Daruma monk. So merchant decided to create the paper mache Daruma figures that doesn't have a pupil in it, so blank eyes. So people can buy that paper mache red Daruma. Actually, you can see in Japanese, maybe airport or temples. So you decide your own goal. You draw one side of the pupil and then keep that figure at the desk or workplace where you want to work hard. And then when you reach your goal, you can fill up the other side of the pupil. So both eyes open Daruma means a symbol of achievement. And so that's the story. But that is really simple, self-motivated system that all the Japanese people know. But when I came to this country, I didn't know, anybody knows about that, story and then simple, like a self motivation kind of, system. And more or less people tend to blame others for failure. Or, I just thought maybe this small story might help, do some better way to work harder or something. So that's why sometimes I make Daruma theme-related piece to just introduce also.
Okay. All right, you've been standing long enough now. You probably want to ask Akemi some questions, which you will be able to do as we float around and enjoy the reception. And there's one personal privilege. We got to thank your husband for allowing you to, where's Richard? Richard? Richard, thank you. And I'm going to propose one question for all of you to answer before you leave here today. It's philosophical. There's probably not a right or wrong answer, but I'm just curious. I want you to ask yourself, does size matter? Thank you. Enjoy the exhibit. Enjoy, have fun.
Thank you.